currency, man.
Gold backed.
You know, but he's a bad man. So some maybe, there's always two sides to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like how people are going to perceive him. Not everybody like King David, but King David was a righteous man. It is what it is, man. But under his rulership, man, his country was doing alright, man. One of the wealthiest places in Africa, if not the wealthiest place in Africa at the time. But now it's a fucking shithole because Esau goes around destroying everything.
Yep. Back in Ezekiel 38 and 5, it says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them.
Yeah, so they're all backing with Russia, man. And they're all going to be part of Russian forces, man.
All of them with shield and helmet.
Yeah.
Gomer and all his bands.
Turkey and that, man, they just received their S-400, man. Because Turkey don't want to deal with fucking NATO. You don't want to deal with America no more because they're a bunch of snakes. Okay, so he's going to do deals with Russia and that. And don't care about the pressure that US put on him. Same with India, they don't care what pressure you put on them, how much sanctions you're going to put on them. And at the end of the day, they see you as a dying power, man. You don't have the strength that you used to have, man.
Yeah. Ain't got the juice now.
Yeah, man. Fuck your shit up.
And it says, and the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all of his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself.
So that's what they're doing, they're preparing, man. They're preparing for that day. The Lord's setting them up. The Lord's putting them in these chess places in place, man. Fuck Russia and all these other nations, man. The Lord's moving them into these positions. Because it's the Lord's rule at the end of the day. Okay, so all the Lord's doing, man, because, hey, we can't force the time. Okay, the Lord's going to do things when it's his time, man. So, yeah, Russia could have done something by now. But that's not the time, man. Right now, it's all about chess playing, man. Chess pieces being moved. Okay, ready for that great day of the Lord, man. Okay, that's what we're waiting upon.
Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh. As the rivers of a water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Yeah, man. Okay, so the Lord's guiding this to where it's heading, man. Okay, that's why we put our whole trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, because we ain't got to do a damn thing. Right. We're not the ones, oh yeah, Trump, you need to do this. Oh, Putin, you need to do this. Like we're some advisors. Nah. We're just guys on the street that know what's gonna happen.
That's right.
Our ears are to the ground, on the grapevine. Okay, but it's the Lord steering these things the way it's gonna happen, man, and that's why we know, because it's in the scriptures, man. Okay, so it's not like, like I said, we're not here influencing the world like that, because it's the Most High's will and His power, man. Okay, we're just telling you what's gonna happen and what you've been witnessing right now. Now it's gonna unfold. Okay, you got something else there?
Yeah. 1 Chronicles 29 and 12. Both riches and honor come of thee, and thou reignest over all. And in thine hand is power and might, and in thine hand it is to make great and to give strength unto all.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, that's what's beautiful about it, man. These scriptures predict everything that's gonna happen, man, towards its end. Okay? And like I said, we just have to wait upon it. We know what's gonna happen, man. You might want to be in denial that these things ain't gonna happen, that somehow we're gonna avert it. But what scripture tells you, man, was it when peace and safety comes sudden destruction, man?
Right.
So to you, it might not seem like a lot. Like everyone's just trying to be cool. They're not trying to go to war, if possible. But it's that complacency, man, that's going to lead to this war, man. You're not expecting it, so everyone out here is going to get caught out. They're not expecting a war. They're not prepared for a war. Because what do these people know about war? What one of them lived through the Blitz? None of them. I don't even think there's any more survivors left of World War II. I'm not even sure. Don't quote me on that. Okay, but most of these, a great vast majority of people have never even seen a Blitz, man.
Yeah.
Never even heard of a Blitz, man. You see what happened in Syria, man, that ain't nothing. That's not constant bombardment, man. That was a few airstrikes and the men on the floor fighting and shit. When you're going for a Blitz, man, everything's getting destroyed on a regular fucking basis, man.
Yeah.
And you're worried, you don't know what the fuck's happening. It's dark,
Enemies surrounding you.
Yeah. Hey, wait, the scripture tells you, man, the things are written beforehand for our learning, man. Hey, these people should go read a fucking book, man. And find out what it's really like with people that are living in those times, man.
Yeah.
Because it weren't fucking nice, man, but people act like it's too impossible for it to happen. You know, that these things can't happen because the world is too much at stake. Because as soon as thermonuclear weapons are involved now, then the whole world will be destroyed. Yeah. So they think it can't happen because it will take something completely crazy for someone to do that. But guess what? You got someone crazy in power right now.
That's it.
Okay, and you got someone in Putin that won't back down. So you know, and plus on top of that, man, like I said, it's not really only them. It's the Most High moving these things to happen, man.
That's right.
You know, the Most High say He will put evil thought into their mind, man. You know, that's in Ezekiel 48 as well, isn't it? It's further down, isn't it?
Yeah, I still got it. It says, back in Ezekiel 38 and 7, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Yeah, so that's the role Russia's playing right now. That's why it's S-400, because they're missile defense systems. Okay, there's not really it's not an offensive system. It's there to protect assets. Okay, shoot planes out the sky within proximity. Okay, so the law's got the Russians giving all these S-100s, you know, weaponry to these other nations, man. Whether it be 300, maybe 400 or 500 or whatever. Okay, they're giving it to them to protect them. Because America's a strong nation, you know, regardless of how much we beat it down, you know, it's still a strong military power on earth, man. Okay, and these weaker nations, man, they need protection, they need help. They can't do it all by themselves. Right. I know Iran's going to flex muscles and say, yeah, come on America, but realistically, Iran's not going to fight America by itself. They'll lose. Okay? Because America still got all that military power, man. Okay, so you know, they chat shit, man. They need Russia. They need that cooperation with Russia, man, to stand a chance. And Russia got China as well. So Russia's calm, man. They're confident. That's why Putin's not really bothered, man. Because you know when the time push comes to shove, man, China will back Russia. And give them a billion-man army and shit to work with, man. You know what I mean?
America, that's why Magog and Gog and Babylon the Great is mentioned. There's two, you know, vice versa. Yeah. They're two great superpowers, man. You know, the Medes, they're two great superpowers. So that's why they're the, you know, two head honchos that are really going to, two bulls that are going to go head on with the other nations. Their other allies backing them, man. So eventually, all America's allies are going to join Russia and just destroy America, man.
Yep.
And all those S-400s and all that, they're gonna hit up the Iron Dome in Israel and destroy that too, man. Yeah. Destroy Israel. Because that land needs to be cleansed. But it's just like the brother said, it's all prediction. The word prediction means to foretell, or just to say before, meaning to prophesy. The same word as prophesy, meaning to say before. So that's what it is. It's all the Lord's prediction and His word coming to pass, man.
Scripture. Isaiah 46 and verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure.
Alright, that's why the great history of mankind, you know, all these kingdoms that come on the face of the earth, man, has been prophesied in the scriptures, man.
From the beginning of time.
Yeah, nothing has happened without that book knowing it, man. Because it was set in place by the Heavenly Father. All these so-called great kingdoms that ruled, they're all in the scriptures, man. And they all had a time period to rule. And it's recorded in your history, so it's not like you can't go find that out. Okay, this book is the truth. It's spiritual, man. Okay, and we're at the time of the last kingdom upon the earth, man's kingdom. Last of men's kingdom on the earth, man. Okay, which is Esau.
Sons of men.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, because after this is the kingdom of heaven, man. And that is what we're working towards right now. Okay, that's what we're praying for, hoping for, man. Okay, because this kingdom is hell, man, and it needs to go. Okay, that's why we're so eager when we speak about World War III, we speak with joy. You know, because this is the thing we want to happen, man. It needs to happen. Okay, we're not scared of it happening. No. Right. Even if we happen to perish in the whole thing, man, it's still going to make us happy that it's happened.
That's right.
You know, because we know what coming afterwards, man. That's the kingdom of heaven, man. We know righteousness is going to be established on this earth, which is what we want more than anything, man. You got to say second?
So, yeah, even Putin said on the businessinsider.com, he said that if there was a World War IV, it would be fought with sticks and bones. Yeah. Because World War III is going to be so tragic, there's going to be no more military might. There's going to be nothing left, man. Right. So even Putin made that statement. It's the war to end all wars, man.
That's it. That's a quick precept to what you said. We're going to be joyous, regardless. Obviously, brothers want to make it, but even if we didn't, we're still going to be joyous because the Lord said that we're going to be joyous. Yeah, because the Lord brought forth that judgment upon the wicked. So Revelations 18 and 20 says, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets. And that shows you that the men of the Lord are out here once again prophesying the downfall of a great kingdom. It just so happens we're in the kingdom of Babylon the Great, which is going to be utterly destroyed, man, a miracle. You know, so the prophets and the apostles are out here again. It says, for the Most High have avenged you on her. Yeah, avenged the blood, or the innocent blood that was shed by the wicked. When Cristobal Colon and his brother Bartholomew came over to the so-called New World, you know, massacred a whole nation of people, starting from the northern kingdom to the southern kingdom, and they need to pay that debt, man. They need to pay for that service, so, you know, recompense. Verse 21, it says, a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. That's it, man. The great millstone represents the nuclear destruction. Also represents, you know, the men of the Lord, you know.
Yeah, America's going to be fully through at the end of all this, man.
That's right.
You know, there's no coming back. There's no opportunity for another nation to take its place. The only nation that's going to come and rule after that is the nation of Israel under Yahweh Shai. Okay, there is no another kingdom of men to come. Okay, we're at the last now, man.
They say that they always say that China's going to rule next.
Yeah, because they got the what they got the statistics would say was favour them. You know, taken for lack of words. Yeah. But you know, it ain't gonna be left to them, man. The last of the kingdom shall be left to other peoples, man.
Yeah.
Okay? We know, according to prophecy, man, this is the last kingdom, man.
That's how proud these Edomites are. Is that you got these Edomites learning fucking Cantonese and Mandarin because they think this kingdom's still gonna go on after.
Yeah, there ain't nothing after World War III, man. Like Bruce said, man, it's because it's sticks and bones.
Yeah. World War IV before it sticks and bones. Man.
When it gets to that far, man, you know nothing's gonna be left, man. This is gonna be reset to like ancient times, man, automatically. You know, without all the influences of the Lord, that these missiles themselves are gonna reduce everything to fucking ancient times, man. You have to invent the wheel again and shit.
World War IV, you said sticks and stones. We'll actually have to call that place Stone Age, man. For real. That shit was rubble.
Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. And it said, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Yep. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Alright, so as the scripture proves, Edomites still exist today. Because if Esau is at the end of the world, he must be here. Because we're not at that. We're in the end of the world right now. He hasn't ended yet. This is not the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
Okay, so Esau must be in rulership of this world that we have right now.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, logics, man. Maths. Simple maths, bro. So Esau's live and well, man. But his latter end is to be destroyed. So, okay, so he's only got a certain time, which we speak about his certain time that he has. Okay, but then after he's gonna go into slavery. So there ain't nothing that he could do about that. That's his fate. That's his destiny.
That's right.
Okay, it was decided from the beginning. Okay, but it's like that scripture was talking about when Jacob and Esau were fighting in the womb. Okay, who got the blessing at the end of all that? Jacob.
That's right.
So Jacob was what comes after his rulership, because he got better rulership too. He just didn't get better with the kingdom. He got better with his own kingdom. Okay, but Jacob is the one that cometh after it, okay, which is the kingdom of heaven. So, when you see us, the niggas, the Spanish Native Americans out there rising up in the identity of being an Israelite under the banner of Yahweh Shai, okay, this is the beginning of the kingdom, man. They're coming against Esau's kingdom. Just like back then, they were warring in the womb. We're warring here in the spirit right now. No, we're not warring in the flesh, we're warring in the spirit. Okay, and this kingdom is crumbling down, man, for the power of the word of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai, man.
This is Daniel chapter 2 and 44. And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
Never.
And the kingdom shall not be left to other people.
That's right. It belongs to Israel. It belongs to Jacob. Okay, that's what we tell you about. These heathens haven't got a part in the kingdom, man. Especially you other, you evangelists, you have Christians and certain Israelites want to bring everybody in. That kingdom is for Jacob.
That's right.
Okay, it's for Jacob to have it. It ain't gonna be left to nobody else but Jacob. You Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Okay, and our descendants scattered, man.
But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Right? So, okay. Yeah, because all these other nations that come before it, man, they've all been destroyed, man. These people still exist on the earth, but their kingdoms have been gone. Okay, so Yahushua is coming to rule over all nations, all kingdoms, man. So there ain't gonna be another Persian empire, there ain't gonna be another Egyptian empire, there ain't gonna be none of that happening, man. Okay, it is the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Jacob under Yahushua, man. Okay, which is a kingdom which is gonna be forever. And why is it gonna be forever? Because the people ruling it are gonna be righteous, man. Perfect. Okay? And if Israel is perfect, no man can take Israel down.
That's it.
Because the Most High will not punish Israel, man. And that is the only reason why, the power is shifted hand to hand, man. Because of Israel's wickedness.
Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Right? And the saints are Israelites. I think that tells you Psalms 147.
Psalms 149.
149?
Yep.
Okay, the saints are the Israelites, man. So there's not anyone who can be a saint. Okay, the saints come from the nation of Israel, man. The righteous of Israel. Okay, and the Psalm tells you that, man.
Go, precept. Sirach 10 and 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And that's what's going to happen. It's a transition of power. Power is never lost. It's just transition to another kingdom. That's like the brother read 2nd Ezra 6th chapter, where at the end of Esau's age, his world is going to be end. The word in the Greek there is aeon, for age. It's the end of his age and the beginning of a new age, which is the nation of Israel, man. And that's going to be an age that's never going to, it says that in the book of Isaiah. That's the age. Yeah, world without end. That's the everlasting kingdom, man. And that's what's going to reign on the earth, in righteousness, man. Everything this devil did in wickedness is going to be, put back upright and be ruled in righteousness, man. And even the heathens are going to have to keep the laws, man. If they don't, they're going to get their asses beat. They're going to get their asses beaten anyway, man.
Daniel 7 and 27, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High.
Who are the saints, man? Brother was just about to read it in Psalm 15. The saints are the children of Israel, the ones that was making the sacrifice and oblations to the Heavenly Father, man. So that only applies to one nation of people. The Most High is very subjective, man, and objective on whose peculiar people are, that peculiar treasures.
But it's what he promised. It's what he said from the beginning.
And he doesn't change his word.
So, you can't expect the Most High to change his mind. Okay, he never did that. He made a promise, and he has to keep that promise now. Okay, but the way he's going to have Israel rule now is to make them perfect. Because we weren't perfect in this flesh. We are not perfect in this flesh. Okay, so we got to be made perfect. When Yahushua returns, we got to be made perfect, man. Okay, and that is why Israel is always going to be in power forever, man. Because every one of us is going to be perfect. So there will be no cause for the Most High to take us out of power anymore.
Whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him.
Yeah, that's right. Serve and obey, just like the promise was, man. And the promise was given to Jacob, was for other nations to serve thee, man. So that's exactly what's going to happen. The Most High is going to keep his word. Okay, but back to the saints, the proof of the saints, man. What was going here?
Psalms 148 and verse 13. Let them praise the name of the Lord Yahweh, for his name alone is excellent.
Okay, who's the only people praising the name of the Lord, man? The true name of the Lord. Israelites, man. Okay? Us, mostly, have Israelite camps, because some of the other camps don't even do that. Okay? But his elect will, man.
Yeah. Let them praise the name of the Lord Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, for his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and the heaven. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints.
Oh, the horn. Does it not represent power? If Israel's people going to be in power, then it's their kingdom, man. They're going to rule in power. He exalted the horn horn of his people. Okay?
He also exalteth the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him, praise ye the Lord Yahweh.
That's right. He's
Yahushai.
saints are the Israelites, man, and that is the people he cares about. Okay, we say it so much, man. But the Most High don't actually, he doesn't deal with the other nations. He don't care like you think he does, man. Okay, your other nations were here to put as servants to the nation of Israel. Someone's got to serve. So